Hey Avery, so I got your G.I. Joe Commander helmet. I do apologize for the delays, family, but it came out beautifully, as you can see, with the logo right there. So with this helmet, a few things of note. Since I had some extra time, I did an extra layer to really give that, you know, nearly mirror finish to the black gloss here. And a couple extra rounds of sanding too, so it's super smooth. Definitely cannot tell that it was 3D printed, which I'm very happy with. And then we also got the visor to look almost exactly like what it looked like in the movie. Well, we meaning me, but very happy with that as well. I was a little worried, since I don't have that vacuum former, but I found a way around that, and as you can see, it came out really nicely, and there's the full view for you. So, and the logo itself came out really nice. I was a little bit worried about that, but I had some help with the detail painting, and it came out fantastic. So, very happy about that. Now, a few things to know. First of all, this jaw piece, now, while I can just barely slip this over my head, your head is a bit larger than mine, so I went ahead and scaled this to your head, and rather than having it be one piece that goes up and down, I didn't want it there to be a risk of you not being able to fit it on, so I created this custom magnet system for the jaw. I tried to make those as slim as possible while keeping them welded on, but these are really strong neodymium magnets. So you can see here, that's where they mount, and it opens up this whole area, makes it very easy. Slide your head on. Now you may want to put some foam right here on these magnet mounts, or simply pull these apart, the two sides apart very gently as you slip it over your head. If I do that, they don't touch me at all, but just in case, that's something to keep in mind. But what it allows you to do is slip this on nice and easy, and then when you put this on, just go over the visor a little bit to start, and it'll snap right into place. The visor will be tucked behind that lip, as you can see. Can't even tell that it's in two pieces. Those are very strong magnets, so you're not going to knock it off or anything like that unless you fall on your face, which would be unfortunate. So I'm really proud of this. Probably going to add it as a listing on the store because I'm so happy with how it came out. And this visor, you can't see through it right now because there's light behind me, but if your head was in here, as you can see, with no light coming in, it's completely one way. But when you have it on, you can see through it very nicely. So nothing to worry about there. And as for the foam, I'm including this whole pack. So what this will be, I have to break these two thicker ones, I don't think you will need to use, but could be useful for filling space, say behind the head, right where it starts to slant down. Something like that, maybe the sides, but again, I really don't think you'll need to cover that much space. But these nice thick ones you can glue in there wherever you'd like. They also are pre-cut, so if you want to make them smaller or take little pieces to, say, put on those magnet mounts or something like that, you can just rip these little bits right off, nice and easy. Makes it really helpful for getting that custom fit. But since I don't have your head here, I opt for all my customers not to put in the foam, because what you want to do is get that custom fit. I don't have your head, so I scale it to your head and then provide these foam inserts. So with these, I would use these individually if you feel the need. However, you do also have these right here. So as you can see, there's some thicker blocks and some skinnier ones. I will demonstrate with the skinnier ones, but actually thicker ones are not tied together. So these little rectangles, after making well over 50 of these helmets for people, I found that these are a perfect shape for pretty much any helmet. What I recommend doing is putting it on fully, For starters, you'll want something above the head just to keep that back slant from sitting on your shoulders. So you might want to raise it up a little bit. Could use this for that if you'd like. It certainly make it very comfortable. But these or the skinnier ones work as well for that purpose. But what I do is first line up where you want your eyes to be and where you want that back section to be, and then just with the helmet on, shake your head around, and where you feel, and you can also use your hands, but where you feel a lot of space, going in a symmetrical kind of fashion, like let's say there's a lot on the sides, take 2 of these, glue them in. You can use really any glue. Hot glue would be great. I would guess Elmer's glue would work as well. I use this Sci-Fix stuff from Amazon. It's super cheap, but it holds really nicely and dries quickly. But put one on each side where you feel that space inside the helmet. So these would go like kind of here. And then once those dry, put it on, shake your head again. If there's more space, you can then, where these 2 are, glue another one right on top and cover more space. You could also, again, you have these skinnier ones. I recommend, there's not a lot of space, you know, maybe start with these. You can make smaller adjustments, or start with this one and then add one of these wherever you feel you need to add some space, but make small adjustments because you really don't want it too tight, especially if you have padding around your temples. I made that mistake once and it squeezes real hard on there. It's not comfortable, and when you try and rip the extra ones out, you end up ripping everything out. So small adjustments are key. I think that just about covers it. So I'm gonna get all of these foam pieces packed up for you and put in a box with a whole lot of craft paper around it and everything to keep this baby safe during travel. And I will get it shipped out to you probably today, if not tomorrow, but she's good to go and it looks real nice. So I really appreciate your patience. Thank you for bringing this project to me. I really love how it came out. Hope you do as well. And you know, if you want to send me some pictures or something, that'd be great, but hope you enjoy it, man. All right, thanks.